for responding, right? For being a man, she can go after you. She can claim that you used your authority over her, your position, right, to get her into bed. But she's going to feel threatened by you. She's going to be turned on by it, but she wants you off that business. Say you're the strong guy. She wants you out of here. So she flirts with you because that's her natural response. And then she gets upset and she realizes she has the power to fire you as another employee. And that may have been what happened to Marcus here. Right? He's lost his best employee. That's probably one hell of an alpha male. He's now lost him because she complained about him and he had to take remedial action, which is to fire someone. So whatever the best employee did was probably serious. Probably serious. Right? I'm not saying he pulled his zipper down and threw his cock out on the table during a meeting. Right? But she complained in such a way that he had to be fired. So you can see what this woman's done. She's come in. She's assessed the group. She's got one or more white knights. She's got one or more manginas, depending on the size of the team. She's got an alpha dog out front that she has now compromised and got him off the team. This could be a sales organization Marcus has, and if he lost his best guy in management, his best sales guy, that will put his business in jeopardy. It doesn't matter whether they're direct sales or whether they offer a service. You need that intellectual powerhouse, and he's lost it because of this broad. How the fuck is he going to survive, right? This is the threat that comes from women, right? She may not be interested in Marcus, but she's certainly interested in solidifying her place in the company. She went there seeing a strong, viable business, long term. She's not dumb, she's looking at that. She goes, I need to make a home here. I need to settle myself in. I need to make myself so valuable they can't get rid of me. What is a great way, as a woman, to put yourself in a position where you cannot be fired? It is to file a sexual harassment paper with management or owners. Because now any action taken against that woman, she can sue him as the business owner for retaliation. Right? She got his best guy fired. Now she can, but if Marcus hadn't fired that guy, she could make her notes. She could call her attorney and say nothing was done, no action was taken, sexually harassed, hostile work environment, and she can sue. You think women don't line up for that shit? There's fucking lawyers out there that specialize in it. This is the threat of bringing women into a business environment, onto a management team. It's bad enough when they have just the basic entry-level employee position, but when you get them into your management team, you are facing a serious threat. Serious. And Marcus has it. He's got that threat. She is like a tick. She is dug in and she is sucking blood, lifeblood, out of his business. That is not where you want to be. Right now he has a parasite that has destroyed his best employee and exposed him to lawsuit, and it's solidified her position so he can't get rid of her. You know, again, I don't offer, and I cannot properly offer, whether for money or for free or as a friend or what. I can't offer advice. All I can do is say, this is what I would think about doing. This is how I would approach it. Number one, I'd see a fucking attorney. And I'd say, I need, insulation. I need shielding against this woman. What do I do? And then listen to my attorney's advice. Now, all things remaining the same, I would want this woman off of my team, and I would want to hire my good guy back. I cannot fire her now because of harassment, right? She has filed a harassment case, and I got rid of my best employee, and terminating her would appear on face value, and certainly any partially competent attorney could get a settlement in court saying it was retaliatory to fire her. The best thing Marcus can do is sit down and have a team meeting. And your business is in jeopardy, brother, and I am super sympathetic. But you need to have a meeting with each individual, and you need to say, we've lost Mr. X, my good guy. We all need to step up. If anybody, right, gets out of line, I want to hear about it. And you need to make it clear, Mr. X, the best guy, was fired for sexual harassment. And in my company, this is how I would approach it. You cannot sexually harass anybody. You can't. You cannot do it. If anyone harasses anybody in any fashion, I want to hear about it so I can document it. That was what I would do if I was the business owner to protect myself and my business from lawsuit, right? Minimize or eliminate exposure. So that, and I would let it know, if that woman flirts with you, flashes cleavage, anything, you want to hear about it. And as the business owner, I would tell her, look, you wear your button blouse down, right? You flirt with the guys. Whatever it is she's doing, I would let her know you need to stop it now. This is a professional environment. There'll be none of that, right? Dress code. Put it in your policy. Create a fucking policy. Pants. Fuck, for all it matters, coveralls, right? So her body is indistinguishable from a man's, right? A fucking potato suit, if you have to, if you've got that type of business. But come up with a dress code that eliminates her ability to do that, right? That's an idea I have and I might consider depending on the work I'm in. But you want to eliminate that, you know, if you can, to protect yourself, and you have to have women on. But if you need to get rid of her, and I would want to get rid of her, but how can you do that? You have to establish on her part that she is doing things that is going to get her fired. And you need to, of course, I would listen to my attorney and he would talk to me about this, establish a pattern of failure or improper work ethic and performance, and have it documented. Once again, documented. Everything she does wrong, document it, warn her along the way, and terminate her dumbass. Get her the fuck out of there. If it takes 6 months, fuck. If it takes a year, damn. Hopefully you can do it quicker. You have to not do a couple of things, though, or at least as far as I'm aware. You can't create a hostile work environment for her. Right? You can't treat her prejudicially. Even though she has done it to you and she's tried destroying your business, you can't prove that. You can't make her admit it. You just see what's going on. You see how she acted and how she got this guy, right? Your best guy, who probably turned her on and threatened her all at the same time. And now she's in like a tick and you've got to get rid of her, right? You've got to document everything along the way and tell her it is unacceptable. And you've got to equally apply those rules to your guys. Hey guys, I need you to quit showing cleavage at work, you know, and you'll get nothing but giggles out of them, right? There'll be no sex talks, no inappropriate jokes, right? You can't make any humor, right? Humor has been turned in from a way to express ourselves through our wit and our need for humorous and fun relief. It's been turned into a weapon. Humor has now been weaponized, where a joke now becomes a threat to people, where they feel bullied and hurt. Right? That is how women get in. They get in and they go to the water cooler and they want to do some water cooler jokes, and then they turn that 180 on its fucking head and turn it into a weapon against those guys. Oh, Mr. Marcus, Billy Joe over there made a joke about stupid women and I think he was talking about me. Blah. Right? That's the shit that the boss has to deal with. That's what we have to fucking deal with. You can't make jokes anymore. That is why putting women in the workforce, and especially on a management team, so fucking dangerous and corrosive. There's no joking. There's no laughing. There's no pointing out anything about anybody, because everyone is going to be turn into a weapon against themselves and against that business. And women know how to play this game. Oh, you get a new girl on the team and everyone's like, hey man, she's pretty cool. Yeah, she looks pretty good. She's pretty hot. She's pretty funny. She's talkative. She's friendly. She's all of these great things. And what she's doing is she's over there with a fucking notepad. Yeah, that guy, pussy, that guy, hot, I can use him. This other guy, that other guy, those two guys there, they want me, I don't want them, but I can use them to get sympathy for my agenda that I have. Just like those lawyers that stole and fucked up my business, right? Her agenda is to get in there, find out who she can put on her team for her agenda, which is protecting and caring for her. See, men get into a business and we know we're going to get paid. That's the idea. So we care about the business, driving that fucking business nail home, making the sale, making the product, producing, because we'll be compensated. Women get in there and go, oh my gosh, how do I keep this job? I love the paycheck, right? And they're not worried about doing a good job. They're worried about manipulating men so they can keep their fucking job. Okay? And again, these are all just my opinions. Take it or leave it. But this is a huge threat. Right? Right? When you see a dog, a strange dog, a large dog, stalking